So we've got trees. And let's. All right. Hello out there in TV land. Um, I have been working on a new YouTube video primarily. So I've been grinding away at that and hmm, um um yeah. Oh, I better change the restream title. Restream title. Update title. Stream 11. Um, landscape continues. Okay. Let's see here. Uh, let's see here. And then we go back here. We go to writer. I don't know what's causing that. So I'm going to clear all. And we'll see if I get it again when I restart Unreal. Okay, here we go. Compiling. um, yeah. Okay. Well, what's happened here? You save data position. Interesting. I mean, there shouldn't be anything. Do I have any piece save data around here? I mean, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It doesn't have any piece save data objects on the. No. Okay, we're just doing a landscape today. Ooh, I don't want a landscape, but I do want trees. Let's see here. So I want um all right. So all of these I need to go to, let's see, I need to go here. This I need to change its scale to 0.1. I think it's 0.1. Let's see here. Um, No. No, no. How big do I want these trees to be? Um, yeah, let's go with that. Um, yeah, okay. So, these, we're going to go here. We're going to be like, uniform scale 5. And I mean, this is still just filler, but come on. All right, here we go. And then, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Um, let's see here. Good to hear. Very good to hear. So we're going to landscape mode. Move the landscape down. Checks. Ooh, that's well, do you have a move validity a move and capture validity check right now? Did you make sure the pawns move right when they attack and capture? Because I guess you'd need to be able to you'd need at the beginning you would need to be able to, man, looking at myself in the YouTube, I'm really white. I should probably, pardon me while I add a filter. Well, if you've got the pieces moving as they're supposed to, um, um, if the pieces are moving as they are supposed to, I would say that it's fairly likely that you've already written a like can capture routine for the pawns, because the pawns are going to have different motion depending on whether or not they can capture a piece. And that means that you're doing some sort of look forward, um, and you're going to need to use that. And I would try and reuse that functionality to check whether when a piece moves. Um, although that won't cover discover check because you'll need discover check too. Yeah, I guess every time you move, after every move, you're gonna have to cycle through all the pieces and see if either king is in check. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because you got to cover discovered check too. I mean, it's only 16 pieces. 15 or 14. 14 pieces. No, 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 no. No, no, no. You got to go through 30 of 32. Right. No, because you could have discovered check. No, you can't have discovered check when. Okay, so the opponent. Yeah, you're right. It's only. You can only move. I mean, you also need to do the other side because you have to enforce the king can't move himself into check. Yeah. I mean, the king moving himself into check is an illegal move, technically. Um, but it's theoretically a resignation, I guess. Yeah. I mean, let's see here. Material, none. Huh? Let's just do a default decal material. Yeah. Do I have grass material available to me? Let's see here. Let's get. Out of Quixel Bridge. Huh. Quixel Bridge. Huh. Tundra mossy boulder. So it's loading. It's just taking its sweet time. Ah, here we go. Nordic Fortress Detail Moss Round. Gigantic tundra terrain. No, this is more what I want. Okay. And then okay. Yeah. Oh, can't go back. Going back. Yeah, going back can get hard. Very, very difficult. But since it's chess, I mean, there's a standard notation for going forward and back. That's nice. Oh, that's not how I logged in. Oh no. I mean, that means that you could, I mean, that would make it really easy, honestly, because then to go backwards, you could cheat it. Oh, that'd be hilarious. So to go backwards, you could um, you could record all your moves and just run through to the previous move without displaying, and then run your display process uh, on the last one. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder, are my fingers showing during that? Nope. All right. Let's see. Two-step verification anyway. Oh, and it doesn't have. I thought I had that set up for a code. Yeah, it's me. Okay. Okay. I do have it set up for a security code. Great. Let's see here. Ooh, that's not it. There we go. Okay. Um, okay. Let's just download this medium quality and add. Okay. And then this could be, is this MI detailed mossy rock texture? All right. Well, let's see here. It's not a bad idea. All right. That is definitely not as green as I thought it would be. But it'll do. And I'm not, you know. Well, I got, I made massive progress that looks like nothing. I got it set up. So if you look at this, I can do now. Oh. Well, let's go back to selection mode. I made massive progress. I did this, and it only took me weeks. I got to where I can go like this, and I can hit clear grid, and then I can hit load level, and it loads everything back up the way I saved it. So I can save this thing. I've got it all in this save file um, that that has a struct behind it, and so there's a there's a whole system for loading and saving pieces of the various types, which actually isn't terrible. Um, and more than that, it's got a system for building. It's got a system for all these things. Like when I instantiate them, they're all and that required me to go in and write in C++ on top of working with the blueprints. So that was a relearning curve because I haven't done that in a while. Um, and the cool thing about the pieces is that the pieces are all, let's see, this is graphic stuff, but the game pieces are all they're all based on this sort of base class. And so, right. Well, that's the thing, is that a lot of that all of this, all of the stuff I've made, um, is built around the concept of being able to add more. So all these buttons are based on, I don't know if the buttons are based on a base class that I can add and subtract to, but I can do things like, when I do, here, let me see here. Really interesting. Okay, well, that is not good. But, um, yeah, okay, so that doesn't, that's not set up right. Um, so all of these buttons here, wow, the light changed. This is much brighter than it was. Some reason. Oh, because I was looking at the other side, probably. Yeah, I was looking at the other side. So all the pieces I've got are they're based on sort of a base object class, and then the base object class is very well set up for reconfiguring so that I can add more piece types fairly easily. All of it is abstract enough that and it is, it's using sort of interfaces and base objects and all sorts of things to pass everything around as cleanly as I can. The yeah. I mean, the object-oriented code is important for very large systems. This is, I hope. I mean, when you talk about most games, the code is actually quite ugly. The smaller the game, the smaller the project, just in general, the uglier the code generally is. And since I'm one guy and I'm building a project, I am allowed, even by my rules and by most other people's rules as well, to be a little sloppy. And this is far less sloppy than most people's, but than most solo. A lot of solo developers write extremely sloppy code, and I've tried to make this as clean as I can. And that's, the thing is you always have this trade-off between how much time you want to spend on specific functionality and how much time you want, and how robust you're going to make it. Oh, that is a very strong yeah, that was much stronger than I thought it would be. And give this a little texture here. Basically, at this point, I'm so embarrassed when people come in that I'm doing a little beautification of the landscape. And let's see here. Because this game is currently, it's not very graphically advanced, and it probably will never be super graphically advanced, but I'm trying to improve on what I've got. But anyway, I wouldn't worry so much about your code being super versatile. A lot of the time it's smarter to make ugly code and then make it prettier when you need to unless you're working on a pure, a lot of people are real purists about code, and it gets in the way of them actually doing anything. I don't know, but then that's coming from me, and I would definitely say that those kind of people would call me a horrible programmer. you know, that's just, yeah. Or at least not a great one, you know. For as long as I've been doing it, and they'd call me a pretty bad programmer. Let's see here. Let's see here. And we want this. Let's go back to selection mode. Clear grid. Game field line spawner. Let's go to 10 by 10. Oh, I want to do 11 by 11 by 11. And let's load level. No. No. Oh. Oh. Stop. Start. Okay. And now we save this setup. We're gonna, yeah, this 11 is gonna be my max, and then we clear the grid, and then we load our level. Hey. That is not doing what I expected it to. Where is it saving the grid line? Is it on the game board? Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Then let's. Huh. Okay. Well, that's got a 10 by 10 grid on it. That's all I needed. You need to go into that. All right. How's that look? It needs a little more space on the sides on that side. And yeah, other than that, should be fine. Okay. And so we flatten here. Right. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. You always end up with a wide range of things you did not expect. In my experience, just kind of ends up being like, oh yeah, that. All right. Well, we're gonna get a little valley in here. Get some noise. There we go. Huh? Yeah. Sounds like it'd work. Some mountains over here. All right, and now, see, I should be able to, um, I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm just going to make this look prettier for the moment on the thing that I'm care the most about, which is, where the heck is my, yeah, there we go. No, foliage. This is the fun part. Procrastination is, it's hard to get around, you know? It's hard to get around the whole procrastination thing. Yeah. All right. And all of these become foliage. Um, oh, cancel that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Okay. So delete that. And then new folder. And think. Oh no, no, no. Cancel. Cancel, cancel, cancel. That. Cancel this. All right. Third time, I'm going to do this right. Put it in the folder I created for the foliage objects. All right. Okay. In the foliage folder. In the foliage. All right. Have a good one, man. I shouldn't have, like, this is really low, 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 low. This foliage should not tank anybody's computer. Oh gosh. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Brush size. 1000. Whoa, that's not big. That's too big. Okay. Okay, and 0.001. Oh, that's, and they're huge. What the heck happened here? Okay, all that I'm not doing. And these guys, scale min of 0.2 and max of 0.3. Okay, so we're, yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, and don't align to normal. Don't align to normal. Let's see here. Thought I said don't align to normal. I want it to be completely vertical. But honestly, I don't care that much. I just want the thing to look marginally okay in the background. Okay. All right. So oh, well, that makes sense. That I'm editing the wrong one and it's totally messed up. All right, there we go. These I don't want uniform. These I want to be free. These we're going to do point um, 2 to 0.4. Yeah. Hey, look at this. This is going to be cool. 0.4. Okay, so let's see what this looks like when I do this for, I kind of want the normal and okay. And let's try painting with all of them. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's just make this go like this. No, 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 no. And let's give this a higher. These are 300, 300, so that there are more bushes and trees. Great. Huh. Actually, this should be 500. 5 times as many bushes as trees. Right? Okay, well, let's just erase it all. And then do 0.05. Let's see, 5 times as many. Oh, okay. Here we go. Can I just fill? Dunk. No. All right. Well, that's fine. This is awesome and ridiculous at the same time. All right. So, actual game area, I'm gonna this little area, this little area here. We're gonna erase all that. We're gonna go just with the bushes. Paint bushes in here. All right. I mean, it still looks pretty terrible, but it's better than it looked before. And let's see here. What does it look like when you hit the play button? It looks like that. The light is too bright. The light is way too bright. So let's go back into the directional light intensity of 4 lux. Let's go like, oh wow, 0 lux. Let's go 0.5. No, we want people to be able to see it. Yeah, okay. And then, I mean, the angle could be a little higher. Whoa. Yeah, okay. We're just looking. Oh my God. Why does that look like that? Why does it look so much darker? Huh. That's really interesting. Oh, it looked darker at the beginning? Why did it? Okay. Well, I mean, that makes it look like I'm actually frickin' trying. Let's be honest here. Okay. Yeah, that makes the whole thing, that little adjustment to lighting makes the whole thing look so much better. Okay. And now, oh, oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I know where I'm going there. All right. So now, all right. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this looks way better. Looks way better. Yeah. So, um, um, what now? I'm about 40 more minutes. I now have a much better looking game field. Um, what needs to be done? To do, pick color palette. Oops. We'll talk to, yeah, I'll talk to Lynn about that before I do it. That I'm not, okay. Improve camera controls, naturalistic line graphics for the 3D intro. Figure out what I was thinking here. Oh. Oh. Text. Text. Write story. Better tiles. Done-ish. Intro screen. Collisions. Done. Oh yeah. Switch. Action. Q buttons. Select. Appropriate. Action Q on load. That I should do right now. That I can do right now, I think. All right, so the save load. Let's see, manager. Oh, stop that. That's going to be in, let's not do it in the load save manager. Let's do it in the game board because the game board calls the load save manager and then it needs to get called get default action queue. Okay, well, that's not going to work all the time because we don't always have one. Okay, so is valid is valid. Element list is queued action list. Oh, whoa. Is valid. Oh, okay. So if that then I need a local variable that's a Action queue out. And that's BP action queue. All right, and then um, set. Oh, no. Set action queue out here. What? Queued action list. Change variable type. Okay, and then think. Oh, and then dink there. Break this link. And then set action queue out. Yeah, action queue out goes there. Fine. If not, utilities map. First, utilities array. Where's the first one? Get item. Time for me to ask ChatGPT a dumb question. Um, what? How do I get the first element of an array of a list, a map in the blueprints? Yeah, sure. Get no with the key needed to get. Okay, for each. All right, yeah, okay. For each, four. Use a break node. Break. No. I want to break. I want to just go. I want to break immediately. So do I do this? Man, that looks messy. Then break immediately. Set action queue out and then go here. Does that work? All right, fine. All right. Resume play. All right, there we go. Clear grid and load level. And we have an error because I don't call that function because I'm an idiot. Load level save and then get default action queue. There we go. Oh really? Oh. So the board doesn't know which action queue you're currently editing. That makes perfect sense, actually. The board shouldn't know which action queue you're currently editing. Great. Okay. Oh, yes. It all looks much better now, huh? Looks like it might actually be a game, huh? And it took me like 10 minutes to do. No, it took me like 3 or 4 hours to make it look like it actually had I mean, it doesn't look like. I mean, it's still rough, but it's not as bad as it was. Um, let's see here. I need to go into the UI, and after, no, I need to go into the UI here, BP current action queue. Game HUD, yeah, okay. And load level. It's in the, I need to go into the controller. Controller. Go on the load level and then change current active piece. No, I haven't done that yet. Set up HUD controller and then get default action queue here with the game board manager. Right. Okay, so I need on in here after I've load board clicked to do this and get default. And then I need to set current action queue. Yeah. So now I should be able to do this. Run it. Okay, great. Clear grid and load level. And now oh, well, that's a mistake. Oh, that's problematic. Okay. My hazards no longer destroy. Player on piece. Okay, and then begin actor overlap. Really? The heck did I do this for? Oh, this is... That's weird. Okay, so I really need default player piece. Did I actually do this? Yeah, I did this in the, I did it in the wrong one. Cast failed. Okay, and then we also need to try this cast to BP hazard. Yeah, okay, and BP hazard. Other actor here. And this does not. Yeah, okay. Break this link and Well, I mean, believe it or not, um, in about 2 focused weeks, I could probably push this to like just shove this thing out the door and get the demo out. And that was originally the plan. I'm really looking to um, I'm really looking to get this thing out the door soon-ish. Um, as far as the demo goes, because what when you're building a game solo and you're building a game indie, you want to get your demo out the door. You want your demo to be pretty good looking when you get it out the door. So I will. My wife is a very skilled graphic artist, and so I will have her help me with uh, coloring and the UI and things like that before I release the demo. Um, uh, but I do want. I'm kind of hoping to get the demo realistically out by the beginning of April, or end of March, because the thing is that all the stuff I've been doing so far, all the things that you're looking at, um, uh, I've really built a lot of very heavy foundation. Um, and destroy vector self. Um, and so um, so a lot of this stuff, I mean, yes, it doesn't look, and that's the thing, is that it doesn't look like it's anywhere close to done. Um, or anywhere close to ready for anybody to play. Um, but um, the really hard parts are, yeah. I mean, it's not really that the momentum of it. It's more that, like, you, icky. Um, oh, um, it's more that, um, yeah, there's some momentum to it. You're right. You're definitely right there. Um, but it's also that the like you turn your back and I suddenly have a thing that looks a lot more like a game, and that I have a list of things that need to be done or needed to be done. Um, and level loading was really hard, was a big one. Um, mm, mm, um, this tiles, these tiles, this can go down here. Um, well, let's do that real quick. That's actually not hard. Um, let's see, execution. Let's see here. Um, BP HUD controller. Um, execute movement. Execute piece movement. Oh, is that already working? No, because I could use an execute. So for each, and these are action list. There's queued action list. Yeah, BP queued action list. Execute all actions. Okay. And then we also have a huh. Well, that does not tell me what the duration is. Interesting. So let's see here. Let's see what the execute move does. Okay, now execute move. Yeah. That's probably kind of where it's going to end up. Let's see here. In this execute movement command, movement phase, switch on movement command, move piece forward, BP base piece. Okay, so BP base piece does a whole bunch of stuff, and then it plays from start alpha 0 to 1. So this movement timeline, wow. Okay, so these movement timelines, wow. Okay, this movement timeline, interesting. These timelines have a set length, and so I'm gonna it's gonna have to display as, well, that's not good. Okay, so there's a play rate node here somewhere. No, 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 no. Stop doing that. You're kidding me. You have got to be shitting me. I did not crash this way. Oh my god. Hmm. I mean, I don't know how wise that is, honestly. Um, whenever, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I have a problem I want to solve, I tend to really try and get other people's solutions to it as much as possible. Oh, this is annoying. This is truly annoying when it happens. Um, Restart this thing. Yeah, stop and rerun. These have problems. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a real trap to think that that to not look at the way other people. Although I guess if you're doing it as a learning experience, then it's probably it's really valuable then. Definitely really much more valuable then. Um, to do as much as you can on your own and then stop and then do it again on your own. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Let's see here. Bridge, no, no. Primary game level. Okay, here we are. And now I need to go into um, default base piece. And let's see. Um, no. Um, um, oh, okay. Um, oh, okay. So this, I can just make it into a function. And yeah, I do not know why. I assume it's the UE processing. I assume it's Lumen booting up. Um, I just ran into that tonight, or I would look into it. But I was messing with that started happening when I started using I changed my skylight value. So this was at intensity like 0 or something, or maybe like it was at intensity 1. Um, and let's see here. Nope, that's not it. Hmm. Oh, that is part of it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because it's doing a bunch of the skylight processing is doing a bunch of reflection. Um, and so yeah, so that's what's causing it. This skylight here. Um, I kind of like it. Let's see here. So rotation timeline, and then set play rate. This has got to have a play rate in. And default of this is a default value of 1 point, let's say 2, and then go here, dink, and then get movement timeline, right, and rate, same number, off we go. Homework is good for you. Yeah, you should go do that. I'm only around for a few more minutes anyway. So if you're if you're if you have homework to do, go right ahead and go do that. Because I've got this thing is yeah, this thing is looking better than it was, a few hours ago. Everybody likes graphic progress, stuff they can see. And this is, I think it's the right level of lighting, you know. I still need to change my camera so that it's got, like, my camera needs to be much more workable, and then I need to bind it properly to a controller. I need to bind all of this to a controller properly. And but yeah. Huh. Yeah, it looks a lot better. The light is a little too bright actually now, I think. I think I probably take the skylight, take it down to 3.5. Let's see what that looks like. Looks like it doesn't do that well. Let's see here. Skylight down to, let's just say 3. Wow, that's finicky. Yeah, but now you can really see, like you can see this, the edges on this are a little better. Unity, I would say that Unity has an easier learning curve than Unreal does. Yeah, Unity is less of a beast than Unreal. Unreal is definitely its own large beast, but you get different things when you compare Unity with Unreal and the various, just what it comes with out of the box. So, I published a game with Unity. It's not a very good game, but um, I like C sharp a lot better than I like C plus plus. But on the other hand, you have to build a lot of things from scratch with Unity that I just don't like building from scratch. Or you have to buy components. Now, I bought some components for Unity that were very useful. Um, the save system I built in Unreal. Yeah, UE is good for big AAA games. Um, um, but at the same time, uh, uh, Unreal comes with Unreal comes with some stuff that you don't get in Unity, and you don't have to you don't have to build that. Just doesn't come with Unity. The save system I built, I wouldn't have needed to build it if I wasn't doing something weird for a AAA game. Like you would these levels that I'm building. Um, I probably could have built these levels with the save and load system, but it would have been like squashing a hitting a using a jackhammer to drive in a nail. You could theoretically do it, but it'd be really hard, and it'd take a lot more care. Um, this specific yeah, I mean, I think they're equivalently powerful. It's just that Unity is, I would say that honestly, for me, from what I did with Unity, it was harder to make Unity production ready than I wanted it to be. So because there's so many little niggly details that Unity does not, um, what is called in the computer industry, eat its own dog food. So because Unity does not build games of its own, um, it doesn't. It has a lot of holes in it that are really basic things that I'm just like that you run into it and you're like, well, there's all these boilerplate things you need to do in Unity that um, that means that you need to have more on your mind as far as just keeping everything together in the engine, and then they keep changing some of those very basic things and make them very hard to deal with. So like the input system, for example, in Unity was very difficult for me to figure out how to set up and then set up and get going. Character controllers, it doesn't come with a very good character controller, so there are like 6 different ones on the market that you get to pick from. um, the sound system isn't very good, so you end up using a plugin for that, and I figured out how that plugin worked and so on and so forth. um, the renderer, they have 3 different rendering pipelines, which is just great, just great, picking which rendering pipeline you want to work with. um, there are all sorts of basic things about the way Unity works that when you start looking at actually producing a commercial product, um, are kind of holes, and they're not add-ons. They're add-ons instead of being built into the engine. And um, again and again, I would like try to update. Um, I'd want to be using I'd want the fixes to the problems that were with the Unity core stuff that existed in the Unity core stuff 6 months later or 3 months later when I was trying to update something, and I'd need to update my entire project and then put it all back together from the ground up. Um, and that just took a lot of time. And so, I mean, I guess I probably could have, with another year or two of experience in Unity, learned to iron out all of those issues. But then I looked at, I kept seeing the new stuff that Unreal Engine could do, and how cool some of the things. Like I wanted a nice, today, I wanted a fairly nice grassy-ish texture. All right. I pulled this realistic scan out of Quixel Bridge in 5 minutes, and I have this very, it doesn't look good. It looks a little tiled, which is actually pretty awesome given what I want to do with it. Um, given the look I want for my game, I want it to look a little tiled. I want it to look a little like sketchy a little bit here. Um, um, but at the same time, if I were to massage it, it would be it could look like a big field that never ended. It could look like a realistic grass field with, you know, it'd take me a half day of work to do that, because there's a tutorial I did once before that I could dig up and do again. Um, but yeah, there's that was the biggest difference for me between Unreal and Unity, is how, like the engine itself had a lot more polish to it. It's really what it feels like to me. It feels like Unity doesn't listen to their customers closely enough, and put effort into keeping them on an engine level, um, and on an indie scale. Like if it were my job to do one little tiny thing in Unity and keep that one system working well, it would be easier to work with. But when you're trying to keep all of the balls in the air, I personally think it's much more difficult to work with than Unreal, because it's so unstable. And that is my rant about Unity for the day. Yeah, let's see here. These are on the intersections. The whole thing looks a lot better, but and my wife will probably take a look at this and demand I redo the whole damn thing. But we'll just see how that goes. Anyway, I am going to take off for the evening. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Um, it's really nice of you, and I wish you luck in whatever endeavor you're on to after this. And I hope to see you next time. If you're in Discord, and you want me, I will start pinging in Discord the I have just invented the um, stream notifications role. So if you're in Discord and you want me to add you to the stream notifications, let me know. I'll give you an hour's notice before I start streaming. Or I'll try and give you an hour's notice. It might only be, 20 minutes like it was today. Anyway, I have a bunch of day finishing stuff to do, and then some recording to do. So, have yourselves a good night. I have a YouTube video to put together.